first off, the most important test, I'm going to do the Dominion, increase his range. Goes off, that's good. I needed that because these guys were right here before I moved them. So otherwise they weren't going to go where I wanted them to go. They were probably going to go running right into those paladins, which would have been a fiasco. These guys move through cover 5 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches with the move through cover for those guys. We're gonna do fill no pain on one of the, cast on one of these things. So we cast fill no pain on this big unit of 20 here that's still alive. The gene stealers came in over there. Gonna do my movements real quick and then we'll do my charges. So these guys go 5.
And I think that
Five-inch movement with these guys. We're just gonna come up here.
yeah.
Tyranids here, I think. Come around to this myopic spore, fools. Okay. And 6 inches with these guys. Okay, that's the. Now let's do shooting. So we'll go fleets. Fleet roll for these guys. 6 inches. Fleet roll for these guys. That matters. For the big unit, they can go 4. And for this unit, 5. And for gene stealers, I think they just get 1. I could be wrong. I think they just get 1 though. 4. Okay. Shooting, the Tyranids is going to take a shot at one of those razorbacks. So here's his 2 shots. He's got range. You'll get cover from it. 1 hit. It will pin you.
Okay.
Get a 4 save.
So 4-up save. No.
Pain. Cocked.
Oh,
Explode.
6.
4. 6 inches.
6 inches.
Perfect.
That's terrible.
That is perfect. So it's gonna hit everybody in both units.
That was awful.
Man, my Tyranids so far is the MVP. This
Guy takes everything he wants.
So far, yeah. Well, he's shooting at vehicles, so apparently I can blow vehicles up. All right, so there's 2 squads of 6. So the further squad first takes 1 wound.
Okay.
And the closer squad takes 2 wounds.
Okay, so the farther squad, 1 save, that's a 6. And the farther squad with 2. Closer squad rather, that will lose 1. And I guess I should have differentiated before, but we'll go ahead and just fudge a little, take on a sword guy.
Okay. And then, let's see. Now we're gonna try our 18-inch shot with this guy. He's going to shoot at this further squad, this squad here. Let's see, he's gonna shoot the closer squad. So he's got assault 4. I believe it's assault 4. Gotta look here. You can tell I spent a lot of time playing these guys. Yes, I think it's a Stinger salvo. So strength 5, AP4, or 8 AP4, assault 4. Yes. And I'm ballistic skill 3, I believe. I am ballistic skill 3. So I hit you once, and I wounded you once.
1 wound? You have a regular save on that?
Yeah, regular save on this
Okay,
squad.
regular save. We'll take it on this guy with a sword as well.
He's good.
So.
I wanted to check up on those gene stealers, make sure that I did that right with their run. I'm pretty sure they don't have that cool leaping thingy. Nope, they're just fleet and move through cover. Okay. Any other shooting? I'm gonna go ahead and run with these guys because they can't use their flamer templates as it is. So here's a run for them, and then I'm gonna check my. I gave that thing a cool weapon So it gets to shoot this cool weapon, I think. Wait, maybe it doesn't get to. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, because it counts as
It's deep strike. Yeah.
this turn.
Doesn't get to do that. So we'll go ahead and do our fleet rolls real quick. So I was hoping to have some gene stealers over here to help kill this guy, but we'll see if I can
Pull it
see if I
off
can,
anyway.
yeah, take him down with
With
just
their toxin sacks.
with just their toxin sacks. It's very unlikely, but
I could fudge some rolls, or botch some rolls and roll some ones.
3 inches with these guys. These guys probably were not worth the points I spent on them. 4 with this guy. And a 5. Split. Make sure that I can tell where the unit split is. It's important for taking casualties and getting attacks and all that.
So
good
2
stuff.
separate squads there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Hormagaunts.
It is a lot of Hormagaunts. I don't know if it's going to be enough Hormagaunts. This here, these guys are going to probably get shot at. So assume the need to have cover. Rather not have you be able to just shoot them and they die. Okay. Assaults. We're going to, both of these units are going to assault the big unit, and then we're going to attempt. I don't think it's, well, it could happen because of the way I'm stretched out. I'm going to try to assault into the Terminators too. These guys are assaulting into the Terminators. Here's their cover for that. They're fine.
Plenty.
These guys have to move out of cover. They've got plenty with the 6 there. Not worried about it. And then these guys will roll. Not really. It doesn't really matter. None of them are in cover still. We'll go ahead and roll just for the sake of, just in case. All right, and then these guys obviously don't have to. They're just gonna hug up on you and have a good time.
Pile into the Dread Knight.
Num 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 num, Dread Knight. Hopefully num num num. I am gonna at least go before the Dread Knight. That's a nice thing. All right, here on the Terminators. Oh wait, pillar. So base and base. All right, so none of them are going to be able to get to that last guy, so they're just going to kind of pile up in here on them. I know there's a unit. These guys are a unit of 12. They're a virgin unit. Nobody's been killed yet. So you got a split right there. So we're going to crunch over this way. We don't want to bring in the second unit. The last thing I want is to get hit by 2 cleansing flames. That would be ridiculously gross. He's gonna be able to go around. He's down. I'm gonna fudge this a little bit because I want to make sure I know where my unit split is. So this is one unit, and then these are the other. So. Okay.
And then here's where you might get into the Terminators with your, as long as you can keep in coherency.
So I'm gonna try and base an unbased guy. Now the important thing about this is you can't at any point be out of coherency. You have to stay in coherency when you're doing a move like this. So it actually worked to my benefit that my unit was stretched out so far like that. That's how it's gonna work.
This squad stretches all the way from here and into the Terminators and all the way and ends there.
Okay, let's do some close combat. Let's start over here with the one that I get to roll first, but I don't think will matter.
The one you're excited about?
I'm kind of excited about it. I need force to wound him, so I can do a lot of wounds. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 24 attacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna put my trusted tape measure there in front of that door so I don't roll into the house again. All right, 4s, and I re-roll 1s because I have siding towns.
That's a lot of 4s.
Everything else is not. So that's pretty good. Let's see, we had a 8, 12, so a little over average. That's because I had a reroll, so just about average. And now we need 4 swoons. He is toughness 6, but with the toxic sacks, I need to wound him on 4s. So only 6. That's not gonna kill him. Needs a 2-up armor save. Or maybe I'll get a wound.
So here's 6 saves, I need 2, and that is 1 wound, as you predicted.
Woohoo! 1 wound. We'll put a little Tyranid symbol on you to show you that you're taking a wound. All right, now you roll back.
Okay.
You know how many attacks he has?
I'm not sure. The book's over here.
Okay. Look. Let's see what the Dread Knight goes under. Vehicles? No? Where is he? Nemesis Dread Knight right there. He's got 3 attacks.
3 attacks back at you. So I have the choice between the Great Sword.
Weapon skill 5, strength 6.
Okay, so I have a choice between the Great Sword and the Doom Fist. The Great Sword allows me to get rerolls to hits and to wound, so we're going to go ahead and choose that, as the Doom Fist would just be overkill on these guys.
So 3s with a reroll, and then another reroll.
Okay, so that's 3 hits. And 2s will wound, so that's all 3. 3 are dead.
And I lose combat by 2, so 2 fearless saves. Actually, I'm not fearless anymore. I'm out of synapse. So they will make a test, which I think they just failed. I'm pretty sure they just failed that. Yeah, their leadership's 6. So they would be
that's
4.
terrible.
So roll off on initiative.
Okay.
I have initiative 5, you have initiative 4. You are going to eat me. Nom 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 nom. Oh, that did not work out like planned. But that's kind of what happens.
Go ahead and consolidate with a 6.
Gross. Okay. Psychic powers over on the other side here. Let's do the Terminators first.
All right.
So you can hammerhand if you
Well, it's
want.
all one combat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all one combat, so go ahead and do all
So hammerhand for the Terminators.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Take
going to be a Perils of the Warp. So
Yeah,
one
take
of them will need an invone save.
Saved.
So that's a 5-up. And he makes it, but he has to re-roll it. And he failed at that time. So we're going to lose one of the Terminators here.
But hammerhand did work.
Hammerhand will go off, giving me that +1 strength. And over here with the Purifiers, I have the Cleansing Flame or Purifying Flame.
This is really gross because it's going to hit both units. So I take 20 here, and then whatever for those guys.
It's like, what, 3 gargoyles?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's only the units that
That are in base?
in base with you, I believe.
Okay.
We'll double check.
And we'll need the dice box of doom, probably.
Yes, dice box. Look that cleansing flame up. Is that under the
Should be around,
purifiers?
yeah, look around page 25 or 30, something like that.
Purifiers, cleansing flame. All enemy models that are part of the same assault.
Oh, that
gonna
is
hit the-
nasty.
Hit the
So
gargoyles too.
every single one, and the squad on the far side, right? That 12-man squad?
Yeah.
That's a lot of Purifying Flame.
So it was probably a really bad idea to bring the Terminators in that combat. But life goes on. So there's 9 guys in this unit here.
Okay.
I'll switch you while you do this.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
So 5 of them.
5 saves, yep.
So I'll make 5 saves real quick. 6s, so 1 saved, so 4 of those guys are gonna die.
Wow. And there's 20 in that squad?
20, yep.
All right, we're gonna roll them all at the same time. It's more fun that way.
Now one thing that's kind of fun is I'm gonna get a fill no pain against these. So, maybe, I keep saying that fill no pain is gonna be great, but so far it hasn't been. That was a little below average there.
Yeah,
You got
2s.
6,
Man,
7.
7 out of 20.
All right, so here we go. Going with our armor save of 6. Saved 1. Okay, and now our fill no pain. Saved another 3, so 3 die out of the big unit. So we'll pull some of these guys here.
All right, there's only 3
Go ahead and
gargoyles
see.
left, right?
Yeah, there's only 3 gargoyles.
Okay, so on the gargoyles, just one of them.
One gargoyle, needing a 6. Gargoyle dies.
And there's 12 in the other squad.
12 in the other squad. So we're learning that
No, it's much better.
Swarms do not like
Purifiers.
purifiers. 8. Yeah, it's gross. 2 saved, so 6 die. So already, unless I blot these guys out of existence, I'm gonna lose combat by a lot. And they haven't even had a chance to swing yet. Okay, now this unit doesn't have grenades, so they're gonna swing at initiative 1, the 6 remaining there. Initiative 4 with these guys. These guys will go to initiative 6, and these guys will go to initiative 6. So, you have 3 paladins that go to initiative 6.
Terminators, rather.
Yeah, the Terminator, sorry. And one
halberd guy.
One halberd guy.
Okay, so the 3 Terminators.
And I just remembered that it doesn't matter, I'm outside of 12 inches for the shadows of the warp. A little bit afraid of him shooting my leader down, so I didn't bring him out. But I ought to just bring him out because I can't make new Termagants anyway, so.
All right, so the 3 Terminators, we're gonna go ahead and roll at that squad on the right side that's more wounded.
Outside 12.
Actually, they're striking last, so we'll go ahead and strike. Are these guys at 6 as well at the same time?
Yeah, this unit's at 6, that unit's at 6.
Okay, well then we will go ahead and put it on. How many guys are here?
There should be 6. There should be 6 of the initiative 1 guys.
Okay, so we'll throw it on those.
Okay.
Oh, terrible
Hit
rolls.
4 times.
And we get 3s to wound.
3's to wound.
No, 4s. I'm sorry, 2s to wound because I got hammer hand.
No,
Right?
no, you failed the hammerhand.
No, I rolled a
you
double
did.
one.
You passed the hammerhand.
Yeah.
So 4 die. So that's gross. 2, 3, 4. And we'll pull one of the guys and keep these guys in coherency. Okay.
Okay, and then the 1 halberd guy over here on the super squad. 2 hits, and he needs 3s to wound.
Wounded once. So 1 guy on the super squad, and we'll pull it off the back of the super squad. Okay, I'm going to switch you up real quick here for my roll. Okay, so on your Terminators, this guy was in base before your guy decided to kill himself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys there. Oh, and then
So
you
3
just killed
attacks.
1 over here as well, 8. So 24 attacks on the Terminators.
That was one of the initial. Oh no, I guess I did kill one. Yeah, you're right.
9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, 1 more. Okay. So 4s, and I reroll 1s. Good thing, I got a lot of 1s.
Oh, this is a lot of ones.
Pull out the 2s and 3s. Much better.
I hate that.
And now I'm strength 4 because I'm Furious Charge, and I have Toxin Sack, so I get a reroll. So, forced to wound you with a reroll. Okay. So the Terminators take a total of 12 saves.
12 saves on the Terminators. Go ahead and roll all of those. Maybe 2.
They died.
3 of them, that's too bad.
The power of the swarm, yes. Now, I do want to say that we've got something that's pretty thematic going on here. You've got these guys that are just wading in and destroying tons and tons and tons of guys. But it doesn't matter because there's more of them. They're gonna pull them down eventually. Eventually, they're gonna pull them down. All right, so those guys are dead, thank goodness. And now my attack's over there. This guy's gonna be out, and this guy's gonna be out. Yeah. So I had how many guys died? 4. 4. So there were 5 guys here. So there's 5 in the one unit, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Yeah, that's a lot.
24 again, and then 5 more after that.
24 and then 15.
Yep. 3, 4, 5.
I think I'm gonna need the luck of the Eldar
7,
Farseers to save me.
8. I'm gonna do it all at once. It's gonna be fun. We'll see which unit rolls better. I'm gonna roll different colored dice for this. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So green are the smaller unit. Okay. Picking out the ones. Get to re-roll the ones. Okay. It's looking super average. It's looking like my reroll was probably a good thing. All right. Now 4s and 4s. Let's see, how many did I get? 5, 10, 15, 22 attacks out of, what do we say?
37?
37.
Or 39 rather.
Which is a tiny bit above average, but I did reroll, so. All right, pulling out everything that's not a wound. Wow, only 3 more from that. That was kind of meh. All right, so 6, 8, 10, 12, 15.
15, that's 3 apiece.
Okay.
So here are 2 of the side cannon guys, that's 3, so total of 6.
So they're
They're
dead.
both dead. Okay. That's too bad. Okay, and then I've got a halberd guy, a sword guy, and a falchion guy. So here's for the sword guy.
Dead.
So you know what? Let's see. Yeah, that must be right. Okay, and then the falchion guy, he makes it, and the halberd guy.
Oh
as well.
man, those guys living is not good news. I'm gonna lose this combat. All right, so the falchion guy gets to swing back. He's got 3 attacks.
All right.
3 hits.
3 hits. 3 wounds. That's 3 dead.
All right. Well, I
So
gotta
I
not
took-
pull myself out of fearless here.
Total of 6 guys dead on my side.
Yeah, 6 guys. There's 6 right there, and I lose by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I lose
What about
by
these
12.
4 there?
Oh, I lose by 16.
16.
Golly, dude, that cleansing flame is brutal. Brutal. Don't do it. Don't go into it. It's so brutal. All right. So here's for the double ones for the gargoyles. They're gonna run.
Are they
Actually,
outside
wait,
of
they're
outside of
synapse.
synapse? They should be.
They're gonna be in synapse. They're gonna die.
They're gonna take 16 saves.
They're gonna die. There's 8 of them. They died. Okay. This unit that goes at initiative 1 never got a chance. They're in Synapse. So they're gonna take a bunch of saves. That's brutal, they're dead. Oh my goodness, Cleansing Flame is so awful. Never multi-charge Cleansing Flame units, ever. It's brutal.
I'd just be glad you didn't fold the other squad of Purifiers in.
Yeah, double.
That would have been pretty bad.
That would have been really gross. 12, 16, this is only needed a 5 guy. I just needed to kill you and then I would have been fine. Okay, I just lost, I saved 3 out of 16, so those 5 are dead. Wow, this just wrecked me. All right, and then I've got 16, or I had 16, I have 13 guys left in the big unit. And so I made 3 saves so far, and now I get Feel No Pain. So I lose a total of 7.
Man, this really is
Five,
like
six,
one of the battles they describe in the books
And
with the
movie ninja.
yeah, movie ninja, freaking Grey Knights that can kill 1,000 termagants by themselves, or thousands of bugs by themselves before being claimed. This is
Wow,
all that's
dude,
left of that combat.
that
That's
cleaned-
stretched all the way over
That
here.
cleaned me up, man. If those guys
It's
hadn't
awful.
saved, I wouldn't have. I lost this stuff. All this stuff that died right here died. Well, no, that's not true. About most of the stuff that died right here died from those brutal saves. I lost 5, 6,
crazy.
7, 12 Hormagaunts, 3 gargoyles, I think, from fearless saves. Gross! Cleansing Flame, never charge Cleansing Flame again. I've learned my lesson. All right, yeah, that was some brutality here. I think the I don't actually know what I should have done differently. I mean, I got the Terminators. That was, I mean, those guys rolled above average to survive. So. And these guys are all dead.
That's right. These guys are dead as well, and everything over there.
So in the short scene, it's looking pretty much like the Tyranids are going to lose. I think I am out of Hormagaunts. In fact, I have 1 troop choice left.
I think what it'll come down to is whether or
Two
not I
troops.
can just keep you off of this objective here.
Well, I'm not holding this one.
I guess that's true.
I have the Hormagaunts that are in combat with you, and I have the Gene Stealers.
Those are your scoring troops?
Yeah, I needed the Gene Stealers to come over here. I had a 66% chance that the Gene Stealers are going to come over there and help kill this guy, and then plop themselves on that and just hang out. And with the Paladins and whatnot moving this way, you couldn't have captured a point like that. And you had what? You have this guy, right?
Yep,
and,
he's scoring, and the Paladins are
and the
scoring
Paladins
as well.
are scoring.
And yeah, that's it. Oh, I guess I have 1 squad of Terminators in reserve.
The Terminators that still haven't shown up. Gross. This is turn 3, man. This has been brutal. This has been gross. It's a lot of firepower that those Grey Knights can put out against Purifiers. Purifiers are probably the choice to take against the Swarm, in my opinion. I mean, I think the only thing I can think of that they're not going to just outright wreck in that kind of situation would be either A, they don't get their Cleansing Flame off, or B, they're going against like swarms of witches or something. Because witches in close combat get a 4-up invo. So 50% of the time they're just going to laugh the Cleansing Flame off and still get to swing at initiative 6. But I think that's still a
That is pretty gross.
more than with Liz. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like you're, anytime they come against orcs or hordes of IG, like one of the things that I saw a lot of Adepticon, one of the guys I played against, and one of the good tactics was to bring a huge platoon of guys, just a platoon of guys led by a commissar or 2 with 4 sergeants with power swords, and you just have like a 40-man unit, and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna be this, I have all my heavy weapon squads and tanks and stuff behind it. This is just gonna float in between like this, in between my army and yours. And when you charge your Terminators or whatever it is you have into it, we're just gonna soak it up because, yeah, we lose, but we're stubborn, and we get a stubborn reroll, basically. So if one of us, if we fail the stubborn roll, the Commissar kills, puts the boot to one of the sergeants and we re-roll it. So you're looking at, in a Commissar Leadership 10, you're looking at, you have to roll over 10 twice to get that unit to run away from the close combat situation. And you're throwing enough attacks that eventually it should do something, especially since you have some power weapons in there. So it's not like you could afford to send just regular tactical Marines or something. So
Purifiers might be a good counter to that strategy.
Oh yeah, Purifiers would brutalize that, man. Because those guys have a 5-up armor save, so we're talking 40 hits. Let's say just average. You're gonna get 20 wounds, and then they're gonna save like 6 or 7. So like 13 guys are gonna die right off the bat. So you're losing combat by 13. So but more importantly with that, they're not relying on fearless. Like fearless units, like orcs, orc mobs, and Tyranids are really going to lose out in this situation like this. But they're not going to have to take fearless saves. They're never going to win combat. They're going to, and it takes out 13 of their guys. I mean, that's a third of their unit right there is totally gone before the Purifiers even swing. And the Purifiers are going to take out, if they're charging, 8 to 10 guys, or if they're not, 6, 7 guys, something like that, needing 3s and 3s, and those guys are dead too. So in one round, a unit of 6 Purifiers just killed half of a platoon of IG.
That's the math hammer anyway.
Math hammer, yeah, math hammer averages say that. But then, obviously they come back and they've got their sergeants, so their sergeants are going to be able to kill guys off, with no saves. Which in this situation, if I had had Gene Stealers and I could have rended, you wouldn't have gotten saves. But I don't know. Purifiers are, in my opinion, the answer to swarms. Yes, you might be worried that your Grey Knight army cannot face those huge numbers. And the Terminators didn't. The Terminators died. They dropped dead, And that's basically the same math they died on that any Thunderhammer-nator would have died on. Right. I wasn't hitting them with something that's going to take away their regular save. It's just rolled enough saves. You had to roll enough saves that he died.
Right, exactly. All right, well, should we go on to my turn 3?
Yes, your turn 3, though it's getting pretty bleak. Go ahead and roll your reserve.
The reserve that's going to come in on a 3. And nope, still a 1.
Still not coming in.
That's terrible.
All right, so movement for you, and then we'll come back.